From Bears' last stand to Saban's empire, we built the league, broke the mold, and rewrote the code. Crimson Tide, unstoppable, undeniable, untouchable. 7-9 champs, goal line stand. Barry Cross made Penn State fold their hand. Chile ran, Ogilvie danced. Sugar Bowl glory, banner advance. Ray Perkins brought Bennett's wrath. 3-time All-American cleared the path. Bill Curry's crew, Siren Stacy's fire. Deep Steve Crown, Crimson never tired. Gene Stallings, 9-2 reign. Teague stripped Miami, left them in pain. Jay Barker Lassick, Odin Tide. Langham locked down, Thorpe took flight. And we're nothing but a winner. The best to ever do it. Crimson Tide rolls deep. No one can outdo it. Built for the lights, bred for the fight. We don't chase greatness, we define it right. Saban touchdown, turned fire to flame. 6 rings later, they chant his name. And Graham ran wild, first Heisman won. 2009 Texas came on.
Now, let me talk about my man right here. All right, let's change the energy for a minute, because we need to have a real conversation about what's happening to the recruiting landscape and why Alabama's general manager, Courtney Morgan, is absolutely right. And I'm here to say it loud as I can. Sometimes in this sport, somebody says the quiet part out loud, and everybody in the room needs to pay attention. This is one of them moments. Morgan was recently quoted in an ESPN article about the new world of college football recruiting, and he said, direct, unapologetic. That man said, everything you want to hear from a person managing the football business, really, in the operations, in a program like Alabama, we want the best. He said this, and I need you to hear this clearly, because this is the quote. If we can't come to an agreement over the phone, you just don't bring them here for an official visit. We'll cancel the kids' visit. I'm going to applaud that. Everybody talking about they make too much money, they can transfer when they want to transfer. I'm happy to hear him say that. And he said they had a big-time player last year in top position. Alabama told him, don't come, man. So they couldn't meet the terms he wanted, not even on the phone. Just, no, don't take us off your list or whatever they're doing, because you ain't coming over here. No, partner, say it again. Alabama canceled an official visit of a top prospect because the money conversation was not lining up to the man's ability to play. And we couldn't, it wasn't worth having it. I want some folks to sit, just let that sit with you for a second, because that's called doing business with discipline. That's what you call being what a responsible program does in this NIL era. You don't chase down every shiny object. We ain't no largemouth bass out here. You don't bend your budget to accommodate somebody who's using your program a lot of times for a negotiating chip or a bidding floor. Oh, well, Alabama said they get $800,000. What y'all talking about? If you want to extort more money from the University of Alabama, you just need to kick rocks and find another school to play that game with, because Courtney Morgan said he ain't the one. Now, I want to be clear about my position, because I'm not one of those fans who hates the high salary so much. Listen, these student athletes have generated billions of dollars for universities and conferences in decades without seeing a dime. The NIL era is overdue, and these young men and women deserve fair compensation. That's not a debate here. The debate is about wasting folks' time. Every official visit that goes to a kid who's just shopping prices is an official visit that cannot go to a kid who generally wants to be a part of something special. And aren't we looking for the people that want something special? Don't we want people that love watching Chris Tide, want to play for Chris Tide, want to go on that field, want to run through them doggone halls, want to go past the doggone statues and high five them? It's a statue, son, but you can yell. Those visits are a finite resource, and the Alabama staff is not interested in the business of burning resources on people who've already decided they're going wherever the biggest check is. It's hard to detect them. Courtney Morgan found out how to sniff them out. So Courtney Morgan understands some of their programs. Some programs haven't figured it out yet. And that is the Alabama brand, Alabama infrastructure, the Alabama nightly news presence, and NFL draft coverage itself. It's a form of compensation. So you come to Tuscaloosa, you get developed, you get coached up. You get in front of every scout and general manager in the league, and you get paid in the process. Everybody loved D'Amico Ryans. Go look and see who his coach was. Look what the record was D'Amico Ryans played in. Because there's something special inside D'Amico Ryan that was allowed to just proliferate while he was at Alabama. And he had the greatest team in the world. That package is worth more than a one on an NIL contract from a school that has 0 NFL pedigree. Think about it. If recruit can't see that, then he's not the right fit. And Morgan is smart enough to recognize the difference. Thank God. Under coach Kalen DeBoer and Courtney Morgan, Alabama has pulled 2 impressive recruiting classes. 3, if you think about what he had to do when the GOAT got up out of there. He had to pull something together. And we still continuing to attract elite talent. The official visits are being managed strategically and not based on emotions. Because Courtney Morgan will be dealing in emotions. Po pimping, y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's exactly the kind of business discipline that keeps a program at the top of the mountain. Now, I couldn't agree more with Morgan's approach. Not one syllable of disagreement from me. I love it. Now, before I leave this conversation, let me just say to any recruit who's listening, who is playing these games, Alabama doesn't need you as much as you need Alabama, son. I'm telling you. Because you're out here playing games. And so you're going to find yourself up there in Michigan, not playing, and go to Penn State, then you down at Rice. You're at Rice playing for beans, right? Then you're going to fall through. I'm going to play for UAB. Then next thing you know, you're going to be playing for the European League. You got 5 teams over there. Just go mess them out of high school. They'll give you something. You're not here trying to, just trying to squeeze out money out of people before you even set foot on campus. I just love the fact this man has figured out what these people's priorities are as a player and as a person. So the kids who came to Tuscaloosa to compete and develop are the ones whose names are being called, man. On draft day 3, 2, 1, and a lot of them are signing contracts, a few days after as free agents. It's a lot of them. They gave 16 this year. That's a lot of people. When you think about you starting 22, 24, if you talk about the specialists, and you got 16 that's getting a shot at the NFL. It's pretty good. So be careful, young men and ladies. I know you, girl. I know you 6'9" and can dunk backwards, but you better be careful. Don't be putting down the script today. And growing. And now, remember, if I successfully stimulate the happy juice in your gray matter and make your funny bone jiggle, let the algorithm know what's going on and poke that like button right in the eye. That's right, y'all too, TikTok. Poke that thing right in the eye. Let's get going here. Now, for those that don't know, I'm Type. I'm your host. And if you're brand new to this show, buckle up, man. Buckle your seatbelts, because we're not going to ease into nothing. We come here full speed, full throttle, and we'll talk about the greatest athletic program walking the planet. University of Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's get it. Let me paint a picture for you right now. While the rest of the country is out here firing their grills up, celebrating Memorial Day. Well, not celebrating Memorial Day. It should be memorializing Memorial Day. And let me just take a moment of silence and, for the people that gave so much for me to run my big box mouth. Paid the ultimate sacrifice. Made the ultimate sacrifice. Me to keep running my mouth right here on these airways. I thank you all. I appreciate your family, and you are in my prayers today. Now, the University of Alabama is out here running the entire collegiate sports landscape like a Fortune 500 company. I mean, literally. We're not talking about one program doing something on nice today. We're talking about entire athletic department that's out here to just putting the whole country on notice simultaneously. So that's a big word. It's an SAT word. So to my people down at the University of Florida, that means at the same damn time. Let's start with the women. I mean, with every ounce of respect in my body, Coach Patrick Murphy and the softball ladies are operating on an entirely different altitude right now. The number one seed for the entire NCAA tournament, not just in the SEC, not just in the Southeast, the number one seed in the whole dang country. They went out and proved why. They swept LSU right there. They swept. They said, get off of my doggone field. Winning game 1-7 another, and then taking the next game 4-1. Send them back and tell Lane we sent you. LSU had a 40-19 record. They came to Rose Stadium talking that talk, but they didn't know we were gonna walk that walk. The Crimson Tide lady sent them home with some receipts hanging out the back of their shirt. Your mom used to pin that little thing that his name is Tight. If he is lost, no, that's how they sent them back to Lane Kiffin and the athletic director and the governor down there. This is the 16th time in program history that Alabama softball has been headed to Oklahoma City for the women's college football, college World Series. They better not send them ladies to a football tournament. 16 times though, man. Let that marinate. That ain't no luck. That's not a fluke. That's a culture. It's a culture that Coach Murphy has built over decades. The Crimson Tide finished this season 54-7. 54-7. Man, can Coach DeBoer do that? Can we think? Oh, he already passed 7. Anyway, he go get better, Coach. Keep your head up. 54-7, man. And, you know, the thing is, now, they haven't even given up a run in the whole NCAA tournament until that one run in the Super Regionals. We're talking about pitching led by Jocelyn Brisky, Vic Moden, fireball flamethrowers. That's absolutely suffocating opposing offenses. This is an elite program behavior, full stop. Now hear me on this because it's important. Alabama opens the Women's College World Series, I say Football World Series, on Thursday, May 28th against UCLA, the winner of that Los Angeles Super Regional. They beat UCF. Lady Knights, enjoy your summer. Now I want to talk to you about UCLA for a second because they are heavyweight. Oh yeah. They dropped some weight on this thing. This is a heavyweight matchup from game 1. UCLA is number 1 team in college baseball with a 51-6 record right now. They have been a premier program. Coach Murphy's team will be ready, reminding people, who we are. But in 2024, Alabama failed to them in the World Series. We got to use that as fuel. We got to use that as locker room material, whatever, and get going. The Tide is back, and they came, they're coming back stronger. And UCLA is the opponent. That's just more motivation that these ladies need. If just in case they need something, just a little extra kindling on the fire because they're already blazing hot. Now I want to pivot 1 minute to the men. Oh yeah, Coach Rob Vaughn and the Alabama baseball program just earned the number 7 national seed in the 2026 NCAA tournament. That means they are hosting a doggone regional right there at Sewell Thomas Stadium, starting on May 29th. Let me say it again so it can stick. They are hosting in Tuscaloosa. Y'all going over there and get popcorn by some Cracker Jacks and getting cheddar boys on. Now let's be real with each other because that's what we're gonna do on this show. The Tide took a 13-3 run rule beatdown from Florida in the SEC tournament in the quarterfinals. That knocked them down one spot, the number 16 in the coaches poll, and that really, 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 really hurt. Not only their pride, but it hurt their butt. Get their butt kicked. Nobody's going to stand here and tell you that loss was cute, but it wasn't cute. But here's the thing: as the number 7 national seed, if they win this regional, they host a Super Regional 2, and they don't have to leave Tuscaloosa until the College World Series. All I got to do is win. This is kind of a gift. I don't know if it was helped by the doggone beatdown, but Sewell Thomas, that's a house of horror for visiting teams and coaches. Coach Vaughn they men know how to work when it comes to that home field advantage. Now, you can't take the Oklahoma with you, but we'll take what we can get. And here's a beautiful picture for the moment. I appreciate this right now, man. I mean, everybody ain't doing this. The gymnastics team, they went to the national tournament, didn't win, but they went. You got the ladies in softball doing their thing. Basketball team didn't go to the Final Four, but they did make it, into the tournament with the 16, round of 16, I think, again. And, you can't win it unless you get in it. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of my point. And this school has excellence all over the place. All over the place. It ain't just the doggone football team. We want the football team and others, but we got major programs, man, have had serious postseason positions. At one university, I think Georgia is the only school that's similar. They match us almost in every sport. They be copying off of us. I can say that, but just in case y'all don't know, Georgia is the 4th state in the union. So actually, we would be copying off them. I don't even know where Alabama is. Georgia would be. We definitely copying off Georgia. They're the 4th state. Don't ask me why. Somebody ran out here real quick and put some stakes in the ground and said number 4. Anyway, if somebody tells you that Alabama is not a premier athletic institution, they're nuts, man. So congratulations to Coach Vaughn and everybody who earned that seed. The path to the College World Series is right in front of them, and this program has the talent to do something special. Roll Tide to all these programs. Let's get it. Let's get over to Oklahoma City and make it happen.
From the red clay roofs to the stadium lights, we rise with the dawn and we fight through the nights. Bears words echo like a war drum beat. Blood, sweat, and guts in the heart of the heat. We ain't just fans, we're forcing the flame. Every class ring earned, every title reclaimed. From the quad to the field, we all toe that line. Where legends are born when you add dream and grind. We don't beg for mercy, we don't ask for time. We just lace up our scars and climb. Bears voice in the wind, whispering truths. Success don't come unless it bleeds through you. Mama worked 2 jobs, daddy broke his back. Still taught me to run like I'm leading the pack. This ain't just football, it's a state of mind where the hounds do roars and the stars align. We roll with the tide, we don't flinch or fold. Our stories been written in crimson and bold. From the frat house steps to the backwoods pine, we carry the torch with that dream and grind. That's a Southern creed, where the tide rolls deep and the brave succeed. From Tuscaloosa to the heart of the land, we rise, we roar, we take our stand. To the heart of the land, we rise, we roar, we take our stand. Every student alum, every dirt road soul knows the price of pride when you chase that goal. It's more than a game, it's a Southern sign of thought, of hustle, of dream and grind. We don't beg for mercy, we don't ask for time. We just lace up our scars and climb. Bear's voice in the wind, whispering true. Success don't come unless it bleeds through you. So we grind in the dark, shine in the light. Built by the struggle, baptized in fight. We don't just dream, we redefine the soul of the South and dream and grind. That's the Southern creed, where the tide rolls deep and the brave succeed. To the heart of the land, we rise, we roar, we take our stand.